everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Griselda. In today's video, I am going to be doing a review on the new Nude Huda Beauty palette that just launched, and this is what it looks like. One thing that I must say that I love about Huda Beauty is just the way that she packages everything. It just makes you want to buy the palette just because of what it looks like. Aside from the product in the inside, it looks so beautiful. This is what it looks like on the inside. Honestly, sometimes I just don't even want to use them because they look so pretty. This retails for $65. It comes with 10 satin soft mattes, which are buttery mattes with aloe vera and coconut oil for smooth application and intense color payoff. And then it has 4 multi-reflecting pearls, which is, I believe, a new formula. They're high coverage metallic foils with multi-reflecting pearl flakes for a multi-dimension finish. And then you have 2 pressed glitters that are luminous glitters with an innovative silicones for advanced adherence, pigment, and dispersion in luminosity. And then you have a pressed pearl, which is a creamy formula with a special wax blend for a smooth application. And then you also have a cream base, which is called Concealed. This is the perfect canvas to boost eyeshadow intensity. We have 3 brushes that she also launched with this collection. We have the Smoke and Smudge eyeshadow brush, and then we also have the Build and Blend, and then this is the Fender blender. To be honest with you, this one, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to use it because I'm not a huge fan of these, because honestly I feel like they just don't do anything for me. This one I'm kind of intrigued to use because it is a like silicone brush. I'm already trying to figure out how I'm gonna use it in this video, and I feel like I have an idea of how I'm gonna use it. So we are gonna start off with the Concealed, which is a creamy base. I'm gonna be picking up the Build and Blend to pick up the Conceal. You guys know I love a fluffy brush to apply my base. We're gonna start off by just pressing that on the lid. It's definitely very creamy, which for me, I can't really do that many cream products on my eyelid. They have to be a little thicker just because I do have really oily eyelids. So let's just hope and pray that this one doesn't crease on me. And I usually like a really thick layer of the base just because I want to make sure that it just allows the eyeshadow just to glide on very smooth. So I'm kind of going in on this base because I want to make sure that I have an even layer. I'm not mad at it. I mean, the fact that I kind of have to layer it is the only downfall for me because, like I said, you guys know I love a thick layer. I feel like that's gonna help me create a very smooth eyeshadow. I feel like it's taking longer than what it should. So the look that I'm gonna create, I've actually already created in a different tone. It's this look right here. I posted it on Instagram. I asked you guys if you guys wanted me to recreate that look. I'm not gonna be using obviously the same tones. I'm gonna be using this palette to create that look. Okay, I think we have enough product. I do find that it is creasing on this side, but we're gonna set that. So let's see how this turns out. We're gonna pick up the color Bear, which is a just like white tone, and we're just gonna use the other side of the brush, and then we're gonna just pack it on. So when I get a brand new brush, what I like to do is I kind of like to mess with it just a little bit just to kind of make it a little bit more flexible so it's not so stiff. We're gonna start off by using Teddy. We're gonna pick that up with the Build and Blend, and then we're just going to apply that as our first transition shade. These definitely are very pigmented. Yeah, so the eyeshadow base definitely dried down right here. So once I set it, it kind of made the product muddy, so you have to be careful with that. We're gonna try to blend that out as much as possible. I'm gonna make it work. So with this look, what I like to do is I'm actually flaring out the eyeshadow towards my brow. So when I bring it in, I just kind of flick it out this way because we are going to create a wing with the eyeshadow as well. So you want to make sure that when you're blending out the eyeshadow, you're also blending it outward. I really do love the pigment. I thought the color was going to be a lot lighter, but it's actually really, really pigmented. Moving on to the second transition shade, we're going to pick up this color called Raw. And we are going to use the Smoke and Smudge, and I'm going to pick up the flat side of this brush because I want to focus it in the crease, and I just want to deepen it in a little bit because we are going to be cutting the crease, so it's going to help with that dimension. You just want to focus it in this area, and I'm using a flat brush because I don't want the color to feather up. So this brush is going to give me a little bit more control of that. And again, you also want to make sure that you flick it out. So now I'm just going to go in with that Build and Blend brush and just kind of smooth out the edges. You can start seeing the contrast of each eyeshadow. Honestly, if I can describe the way that these eyeshadows just glide on, it's like spreading butter on a piece of bread, and it just feels so smooth. Now we're going to pick up Love Bite, which is this deeper purple right here. And for that, I'm actually going to be using this Morphe brush. This is the M506 brush. And I'm just going to focus that right in the crease on top of Raw. This brush right here just helps me have a lot of control, even flicking out the eyeshadow towards the outer corner because it's a little tapered. I feel like this is the fun part for me because I feel like this is where the look starts coming together and I can see where it's going. We're gonna cut the crease. I'm gonna be using my Jouer concealer. That I'm gonna be using this MAC 195 brush. It helps me carve out my crease the way that I want it to. So what I like to do is I like to use the tip of the brush and then just follow a little higher than my actual crease. And when I say that, I always like look straight so I can see where my crease is, and then just go a little higher than that. And then when you get towards the outer corner, I lay the brush flat and then just kind of bring it outwards like this, and then just clean it up. You can see the transitions of each eyeshadow a little bit better. And just with my finger, I like to just blend out the outer corner. After I've cut my crease, I'm gonna use this nude shadow here, and I'm just gonna set that because you always wanna make sure that you set the base. Now we're gonna pick up this Fender Bender brush, and then I'm actually gonna use the actual sponge side, and we are going to just detail the crease just a little bit. And I'm using Love Bite, which is this color right here. So the look that I did before, I used all mattes, but I think for this look I want to do a matte transition into a shimmer. First, what I did is I used a base that is similar to the eyeshadow that I was going to use before on the lid. I'm going to be using this NYX. This is the Bad Blood cream color, which looks like this, and it's brand new. I haven't used this either, so we're gonna apply that on the lid. We're gonna be using the Smoke and Smudge brush. I need a smaller mirror, so we're gonna actually press that into the lid. Whoa, this is pigmented. I think this might be too red for what I'm trying to do, so we're not going to use this. So we're going to actually be using Dirty Talk. This is also by NYX, and it looks like this. It's a little bit more on the purple side, so we're just gonna pack that on top. Yeah, this is more like it. This is what I was trying to get. So first you want to do a base for the color that you're trying to lay down first, and we're going to just also flick that out just a little bit. We're gonna pick up Love Bite, which is this right here, and we are going to press that on top of the base. So this is going to essentially create a blown out eyeshadow, and as you can see, I'm just pressing it on. I'm not blending it, and I'm gonna build that because I want the lid space to look really dark and intense. I'm gonna flip it to the other side, and I'm gonna pick that up and just kind of use that as a smaller detailed brush and just kind of smudge everything out and then flare it out. This brush is actually perfect. It actually lets you detail every single space space between your lash line and your lid. So you just want to continue building that color until you're satisfied with how dark it is. So now I'm gonna pick up this color called Charm. So this is one of the newer formulas. So I'm going to try my best to kind of blend that out on the lid space. And for that, I'm gonna start off with the Smoke and Smudge brush. This is really creamy. Okay, let's pray. Hopefully this works out. Ooh. So what I wanted to do was kind of diffuse the shimmer into the crease. I don't know if I like that. I think this color is too light for what I'm trying to do. So let's go ahead and try Fantasy, which looks like this. It's a little darker. This formula is so creamy. It has nothing to do with the eyeshadow, it's just my vision and what I was trying to do. It's just not working out. I'm just packing Love Bite right on top of it just because I want to kind of blend out the eyeshadow because it was not working for me. Okay, so we are actually gonna pick up the pressed glitter, which is this one right here in the shade Excite. And again, we're gonna use that same brush. That looks a lot better. The only thing is that I feel like the glitter is not sticking. I think I'm not pressing it enough. There it is. So I was just trying to diffuse the dark shade into a shimmery shade, and this is actually working out. This is what I was trying to do. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that darker shade because sometimes the colors can get lost in transition when you're applying another color on top of it, and you know, I applied like 10 of them. I am getting a little fallout, but that's because I'm kind of interrupting the glitter, but it actually comes off. So now I'm just going to use that concealer brush and just kind of clean up right underneath. And then just with an angle brush, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick up Bear, which is this color right here. We're just gonna set the crease. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to move on to the bottom lash line. So I went ahead and I cleaned my Smoke and Smudge brush, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did up here in the crease at the bottom. So we're gonna pick up Teddy and we're gonna run that through the bottom of the lash line. And I'm bringing Teddy a little lower because that essentially is going to be the base of the transition. And I'm also bringing it out just a little bit. And then now flipping the brush over, and I'm going to use Raw and Love Bite, and I'm going to concentrate that at the root of the lash line. And you can still see Teddy like right underneath. So it gives you like a really nice smoky effect. All right, everyone, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this tutorial slash review. I really loved how this look came out. This is what I was really trying to do, is a matte into shimmer blown out wing liner, if that makes sense. Because like I mentioned before, the look that I did previously, it was all mattes. There was no shimmer, and I really loved how it came out. I really enjoyed using the new Nude Huda Beauty palette. The formulas are amazing. I got inspo from this amazing artist that I follow on Instagram. I'll link her information down below. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. And I absolutely love Huda's, is it Huda or Huda? Huda. 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 Huda? I think it's Huda.